AI is here. AI it's not just inevitable, it is going to change our roles. My view is that somewhere between pure skepticism and the hype is the truth. The hype of vibe coding, the hype of AI replacing jobs, to me, that is nonsense. You need an adult in charge of the car, and the adult needs to know exactly where they're bringing the car. So that adult, that expert, needs to understand deeply what good engineering looks like. I need to understand that in this fantastic partner that can help them drive the car a little bit faster, they need to understand exactly where they're going, as opposed to being a passenger and letting the car drive you. Fundamentally, no matter how good Copilot gets, which is one of the AI tools that we use for engineering, it is a stochastic machine. It is a slot machine. It gets things largely right, but occasionally gets it wrong. So you have to have the good sense, basically, to determine when it's right and when it's wrong. When it gets it right, my goodness, it allows you to accelerate things you've done before really quickly. It's really good at that. It's exceptionally good at building prototypes, because your level of, you care less with a prototype about the I's being dotted and the T's being crossed. You can trade off perhaps cyber vulnerabilities that may be in the code that's being produced, because actually it's about proving the concept. So there are areas where it's just unquestionable. If you're not using AI now to drive even just development of, it doesn't even have to be an AI technology underneath it. It's just about using AI to drive the prototype. Wireframe. Brilliant. I was speaking to consultancy last week about their data and AI strategy. What they were saying actually is that AI is certainly driving their conversations and driving their data conversations. But generative AI, which is probably what most people are familiar with today, it's actually only about 5% of what they're ending up with. Most of the work is resulting in data work, for example. Can't do a lot of ML modeling, machine language modeling, or generative AI without good data. Cleansed data, normalized data, all that stuff. So a significant amount of the work is actually happening down in that sort of data space. But also within this space, there's lots around governance, around making sure that the data that's going in to feed the models is cogent and isn't filled with discrepancies or lies, because that will actually affect the output. So there's lots of new roles and lots of new responsibilities emerging from this world that didn't exist a few years ago. So rather than people feeling fearful about what this change is going to be, there's actually quite a lot of excitement around what it will be. The other thing that I think it's doing as well is it's putting into the hands, it's democratizing to a certain degree software development. Software is still really hard. Building software will remain a hard activity. It's an undefined problem. You can't line up three things and go, that's the way it is every time. There's all kinds of complexities. But what it's doing from a democratization point of view is it's putting in the hands of innovators tools that they can go off and go, look, this is what I'm trying to build. And we had a story last week where I was speaking to somebody who basically has gone off, innovated. They know nothing about coding. They've gone off, they work in the pharmaceutical industry. They've gone off and built a number of prototypes, and they've come to us and gone, this is roughly what I want to build. That would have taken about 5 or 6 months previously. Trying to untangle what's in their head out onto a page and then translating that into software. They're able to do that directly now. And we're able to come into that conversation and go, aha, we can help you bring this through to production. So in many ways, it could end up accelerating innovation, because it's shortcutting parts of the process that previously were tight. I think anybody who's listening to the AI conversation will have heard of Jevons paradox. This idea that actually this rather than reducing the amount of software that's reduced, it will increase the amount, because it's going to increase the innovation. And that's the paradox that we're in. Will AI actually result in less software? I would say it's going to end up with more software.